Hello, hello, my beautiful soul family. It is so nice to see you. It is Monday night, post lunar eclipse, but still full moon. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a powerful full moon that just was. And I don't know if anybody got to see the eclipse, but it was a stunner. Here in Central Florida, we had a storm right before the eclipse. And so there was all the kinetic energy, there was just power. And it's the bookend eclipse to the one where I was in Abu Simbel. And so there was this solar start 2 weeks ago with the solar eclipse. And then this was the total, well, actually, I think it was it was a total lunar eclipse. And it was a blood moon and it was Scorpio and we have Mercury retrograde. So there's all this transformational energy. And you know me, I love my transformation. I really never feel like I'm the same incarnation twice. Like there's an evolution. And I know I've heard people saying that they had trouble sleeping. That's normal. I've heard people say that they're on edge. That's normal. I've also heard people tell me that they're feeling like they're expanding, and that is also normal. So I want to lean into the expansion energy. That's when I meditated before the call. It's like truly be prepared for this call. And I do my moon circle, my magic moon circle directly after this. So we'll be having a ritual directly after. So I was leaning in and I was meditating and I was getting really clear on what the collective needs. Hi, Sue. And wow, we have a full package of joy here. We have Erica and Wendy and Ashton and Mecca. Wow, this is like an amazing group of powerhouses at the very least. So that's the point. There's power, there's kinetic energy, and there is an opportunity to be harvest right here. We are in high growth season. So we have just passed the Beltane. This full moon is what I consider the end of the Beltane portal. It's got like a little bit of slowdown now. You've got 4 more days to really harness this full moon potency. It's potent. And then the next new moon, as we start moving into June, we'll start the solstice energy. So right now there's like that contraction and expansion. So one of the beautiful things that I deepened my learning of and understanding of when I was in Egypt was the Ankh and the Ankh breath. And you see the Ankh in just all these hieroglyphics. You see it everywhere. You see them holding it. You see it on its own. And there's a book, Egyptian Tantric Mysteries, I believe. Forgive me if I don't know the exact name. Message me if you're really interested. But it just came out and I was reading it in the airplane on my way to Egypt. And it like explains the Ankh breath. And I'm just going to sort of share that with you. The understanding that our body is actually an Ankh and that we're breathing into the expansion and that the breath is so important. I can't tell you how many times Noha, our guide, our Egyptologist, who is so knowledgeable, talked about 2 things a lot. And that was how water and air, the breath and drinking water, were so important to life. So it's interesting because I know a lot of people do not like to drink their water. We were actually making moon water last night. I've bought some violet oil in Egypt, and so I'm creating violet water or cologne with this violet oil and water that's been placed outside during the full moon, and and recognizing that water is so important. It's clearing. You can use it to wash yourself, bathe yourself. You can use it to hydrate. You can use it to float in. There's just so many purposes to water. It is so potent. And there's a song that we sang in one of the temples. And it goes, I'm not going to sing it. I'm just going to use the words right now, which is, we all come from the goddess. And to her we shall return, like a drop of rain floating to the ocean. And that just, I've known that song for about 5, maybe 6 years. It has come up in several women's retreats that I've been to, and just the understanding of that water piece as we have this kinetic storm, lightning and thunder. We did some burning, a releasing ceremony, which I have talked about in some of my videos. So we were doing a release and a drawing in, because when you're in an eclipse, you have all the phases of life all at one time. So you have all the phases of the moon and all the phases of the sun all together. So it's like really collapsed time and space. So it's easy to shift timelines right now. In fact, if you're watching this and you are wanting to shift your timelines, the idea is to release, because this was very phoenixy energy, release, and you still have 2 or 3 days to do that. Release the old version of you, burn it down, wash it away, remove it. So we were doing the fire, and then we were washing and bathing our hands in the flower water. And we then had this powered storm. We were inside, and this storm came through, and you could feel and actually almost harness the kinetic energy that was happening. And so this magic in the air is still in that air. But what happens with chaos is we keep trying to place ourselves back together the way we were before. So with the kinetic energy and the chaotic energy, creation happened in that form, right? The lightning, which is very shamanistic, right, empowers the new version of us. So you're wanting to harness the electricity and breathe it into an expansion. With the Ankh breath, you're also breathing the full breath of life. The key to life is what they call the Ankh. Eternal life is the breath. So you're actually breathing like full chest expansion. You are breathing into a really potent, powerful expression of you. And you have to have the expansion to have the contraction. You have to have the expansion and the willingness to move past discomfort. There's definitely been some things that I've been experiencing that are not comfortable. There's a willingness to go beyond old limitations, and you just have to breathe into it. You have to lean in. If you want to do things the way you've done them before and stay in the comfort zone, that's okay, as long as you expect that exact same response. But if you want, desire, and are calling in more, you've made a full, potent choice to have something, do something, be something, go somewhere. You also have to understand that if you've never done this before, obviously there's a version of you that needs to be new and different to be the version of you that does the new thing, receives the new way, and lean into, really lean into the knowledge that sometimes failure happens, but you can also have a miracle happen. So allowing yourself, sometimes it doesn't work perfectly, but in that messiness could also be something that worked better and is an even better expression of you, that even cracks open your heart more or cracks open your voice box more. Because I do know that one thing I am hearing all over the place from my guides and my soul teachings and lessons lately is the need to be more verbally expressed. So we've got to ask for what we want. We've got to express how we want it, the way we want it, because sometimes people around us, they want to actually serve us what we want, but they don't know what we want. Maybe you don't even know what you want, and so the clarity needs to come in. So if you don't know what you want, spend some time, and I'm going to say it again, in breath work, just sitting and breathing. One of the beautiful ladies, Chelsea, that was on our group, actually invited me to a breathwork seminar last Tuesday night, and breathing into that past the normal comfort point, like literally focusing on nothing but your breathing for over 30 minutes, really shut down the monkey mind, really brought me back to center. I wasn't even off center, but I didn't even understand that when I was breathing into my chest, when I was breathing into my belly, when I was breathing in my dreams, I shut off part of me that was in doubt. And I don't have a lot of doubt and I don't have a lot of fear, but there's sometimes that niggly bit that's just got all the can you and would you and should you and could you. So hi Nancy, and hello Lauren and Tracy and Sue. There's a lot of you on here tonight, Ashley and Erica. So yeah, it's been really nice to share space with you. So as we grow, I want you to choose, because I always say this, one of your biggest tools is the fact that you have free agency, the fact that you have choice. So when you're breathing through the discomfort, and something happened to me yesterday that was a little misunderstanding, and you're going to have that during Mercury retrograde. Check your times and your time zones, and check your engine light. If it goes on, check it. What is it that you just have to like mundanely and normally just be extra proactive about? You're going to have that during Mercury retrograde. It's a time to double check, reflect, review, renew, restore. It's also, though, a good time to redirect and make that conscious choice point. I love making choice points. And what that means in the Akashic Records is that there's two ways to go. And the truth is both of those experiences are possible. So I'll actually, with my breath and my meditation, go down both roads and see how they feel. How do they feel in your body? If I were to make this decision, what does that feel like? If I were to make that decision, what does that feel like? It's an incredible way to make a decision. It's also an incredible way to make a manifestation. So if you're like, I really want this, but I don't know how it's going to feel, I want you to just deepen the practice of, this is what it would feel like. What does it taste like? So when I was manifesting my trip to Egypt, I would be like, no, I'm going to be on the Nile. I'm going to be on a boat. And so I'm going to feel the air on my face, and I'm going to see the green lands and the sands going by. And I'm going to hear the laughter of the other women that are on the boat. And now I would hear the drumming. I was actually really surprised at how much spontaneous drumming happened. The gentlemen that were running the boat had, hookahs and drums, and really were super fun and happy people. So at night they would just kind of pop out with an organic drum circle sometimes. And so that's what it might sound like to me now. But what does it feel like? What's my state of being? What would I feel like? Oh, I would feel happy here. And now, having experienced it once, I would feel at home here. So what is your sense of taste? So before, I was thinking it would taste like, it would taste sort of, when I was doing the taste, I thought it would taste a little sandy because of the dry desert. But the truth now is, I realize that everywhere I was served mango juice. There was so much mango juice and mint tea. So now it would taste like, Egypt would taste like mint tea. Or even they had these really adorable lime drinks. Instead of lemonade, they would serve limeade, made naturally with these little tiny limes, and they were gorgeous and delicious. So what does it taste like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? How do you feel? What's your emotion? So the one thing I got completely right was the sense of peace and a sense of being whole, which is always one of the things that I'm trying to always embrace. Happy Magical Monday. So happy Magical Monday to all of you as well. So here tonight, what I want you to do, whether you're watching this on #replay, and I appreciate you all. This is live on Monday nights at 6 p.m. in the Soul Circle Facebook group. But we've been sharing it on the YouTube channel. So you could also do the Michelle Orwick YouTube channel. So we're putting up more and more things on that channel. And if this is something that you want more of, like, subscribe, and share comments, because it does help us know that we're doing a good job and what you want. And if there's a topic you really, really want me to speak on, please send me a private message. If there's something you want me to speak on or teach on, or there's a program that you think I might be able to help you with, please let me know. I know that right now I'm committed to these Monday nights as much as possible, even with my travel schedule. And I'm committed to trying to do some in-person things. Actually, Ashton, I am on TikTok. So we do have a brand new TikTok channel. So I believe it's just my name. Not a TikTok. I'm not really good with TikTok, but I'm pretty sure that there's a half a dozen videos on TikTok now. So thank you for asking. So we have TikTok and Instagram as well. And yeah, I'm just trying to keep up with every time I think I've mastered something, a new social media comes out. And so here we are. But I've also committed to doing more in-person things. And now that things back open, we've got our Soul Circle in person monthly. This month is actually tomorrow on Tuesday. So if you're in Orlando, it's at Satnam Wellness tomorrow. Doors open at 6:30, and we'll be there at 7. And it's just a little $20 donation. But if you don't have any money, because we did have somebody that walked away because they didn't have their money at the front door I want you, who told me later, I want you to come in because we take everybody, no matter whether if money is an issue or a problem, please come to the in-person soul circle because we are doing healings and we are doing manifesting and we are here for community. So if money is an issue for you, please, please, please come anyway. So on that note, I've got to do your activation really quick because I do have a moon circle tonight, which is Michelle's magical moon. So on full moons and new moons and all the holidays, we do in our private group, our membership group, which is Michelle's magical moons, we do a ritual. So we're going to be doing a burn ritual for the full moon tonight. And so let's do a little activation because I feel like today is the perfect day to shut down old timelines. So close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take your Ankh breath and imagine there's a waterfall of light coming through the top of your head, washing away and removing and cleansing all the intense energy, the chaotic energy, any sense of overwhelm, any sense of confusion, anything that doesn't feel really good to you in your physical, emotional, or spiritual body, go ahead and let that go. And it is commanded that you're so ready to align. So aligning your body, aligning your chakras, releasing, healing, and clearing anything that's old, anything that's stuck, anything that's out of alignment or out of balance. And we're commanding to be in balance, in harmony, in full self-authority, in self-choice, making the highest timeline choice, closing down, clearing, and releasing old timelines, outdated patterns, and releasing anything that is hooked into you, that is bringing you back to old patterns. So releasing it, whether it's your own self-defeating thoughts or releasing it if it is something or someone outside of you. So closing, sealing any hooks, leaks, or energy leaks that are in your field, and restoring your field to wholeness, restoring your body to wholeness, and connecting to your unique soul's purpose. Go ahead and really feel that unique soul's purpose and be on the highest timeline, the one that brings you the most joy, the one that brings you the most closer to your highest self and your purpose, and opens your heart and opens your throat and opens everything up to be easy and joyful and blissful and expansive. And breathe into that expansion. Breathe into that open space. Breathe into that opportunity for light. Breathe into that opportunity for joy. And just see yourself lined up to it, that it's safe, that it's easy, that it's possible, and it's already yours, above you, below you, to the right of you, to the left of you, in front of you, behind you, and within every cell of your being, connecting truly to that divine essence within and expressing that without, everywhere through time and space, dimension, reality, levels, and language. You are the walking, talking, breathing divine, breathing in the breath of life, in the shower of abundance, in the shower of light codes, in this truly transformational time frame, expanding into your best and highest. And so it is, and so magical you are. I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, this is so good. It's so good to be with you. And I hope you've had a fun little journey with me today. And I hope to see you very soon, whether that's here on Facebook, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all the fun stuff. Or maybe you're coming in person here in Orlando, Florida tomorrow. But I'm giving you a physical, mental, and spiritual hug. And I hope you just have an amazing, blessed and magical week. Oh my goodness, it's the magical Kim Coles. There you are. Hello, hello. I haven't seen you in a long time. So big shout out to all the joy. Ashton, I guess I was going to close, but I'm just seeing so many of you popping on. I love you. Have an amazing night, Sue and Ashton and Leona. And I'll see you guys, some of you, on a call in a very short amount of time. And have a beautiful day.